class. My name is Devyn Scott, and today I'll be talking about my mother. You see, I've always looked up to my mother every day since I was a little, day in and day out. She'd work from 7:30 in the morning to 8 at night. She would travel far and then come home late at night, pick us up from our grandma's house and take us home. And I always admired the working woman side of her. So I was really excited to interview her and to see what her most significant moment in life was. What shocked me, you see, she always talks about being a mom and, how much she loves that. And I always kind of didn't really understand that. I mean, how could that be the most exciting part of your life when you're working, when you're traveling, when you're talking to people every day, day in and day out? But what I found was that motherhood can be so rewarding, especially when you know that you're not going at it alone. I started this interview by asking my mother, of course, what her most significant moment in life was. What shocked me was that she talked about her finding Christ as one of the most significant moments of her life at 9 or 10 years old. That kind of blew my mind for a second because I've always seen my mom as a Christian woman, but I didn't know that she found Christ so young. She talked about how she always knew about the Lord and how that day she accepted that there was someone there who she could trust, someone there that she could rely on. And that's what made her take that leap as a Christian woman. Then she went on to talk about being a mother. She talked about becoming a mother for the first time with her first daughter and how she always appreciated the miracle of life. I always assumed that she hadn't planned to be a mother and that she had to adjust to it and that, she, as a Christian woman, she felt obligated to love being a mother. But what I found was that she had always yearned to be a mom. She had always seen people, who didn't really value being a parent, who didn't really like to be parents, who didn't really understand just how special it was. But she wanted to bring a life into this world. She wanted to lead them, help develop them, to guide them, help them understand everything that's around them. And she wanted that since a very young age. And she worked to get to that point where she knew she would be able to provide for her children. It wasn't something that was unexpected. It was something that she fought for. And then it led me to ask her, I questioned how maybe she would compare her relationship with God to her relationship with her children. And she said God is always there to help her and to guide her since she was young. And it's the same with now that she's a mother. It propels her, it inspires her, it leads her, and it helps her to lead her children. It defines her relationship with her children. And as someone who always kind of admired just working and I didn't really understand why someone would want to settle down, I see now that it's not really that scary. When you have something that you can rely on and someone you can trust, you can do anything. Thank you, class.